Merry Christmas, YouTube. For this Christmas season, my sister requested that my wife and I give her two sons, my nephews, Calvin and Theo, gifts that are of the creative, crafty nature. So my wife put together some kits so that they could make their own sock puppets. And as part of that, we filmed an instructional video to go along with it, giving them ideas of what they can do with the kits that we've put together for them. So, without further ado, take it away, Lara.
Hey, Calvin and Theodore, Merry Christmas! Hi, Hope and Mark. For Christmas, because you asked for a creative kit, and I like sock puppets, so I'm going to share my love with you. I've put together a sock puppet kit. We've got socks, obviously. I put some cardboard in the mouth so it's a little bit easier to move. We've got glue, because glue is important for sticking felt on things. We've got some big plastic needles, and I'll show you what those are for in a minute. We've got some felt, and then we've got puppet hair. So one of the first important things for puppets is going to be eyes. I've got some eyes together. I took some buttons and put some thread through them and covered them with felt. And I figure the boys can decide what kind of eyes they want to make. Do they want to make little round eyes? You can make eyes like snakes. Or you could make eyes like Kermit the Frog, Muppet eyes. Or you could make Crazy 8 eyes. But there's a piece of black felt, so you can cut out any shape you want, make any eye you want. And how I'm putting the eyes on, which should work for you, is I've sent you the plastic needles. And with the thread on the back, Mom might need to help you with this. You pull it through. And as you can see, I've already got one eye on my puppet here. But I just poke the needle through the sock. Believe me, it pokes. Yours will be easier. The socks are bigger. So I've got one piece of thread through. Then I do the same with the other piece of thread. So you can see, pushing the needle right through. So now I've got those two pieces of thread, and I pull it so his eye is nice and tight. I move his hair out of the way. And then I just tie a knot. And then I tie it again. And then if I don't want that big long piece of thread there, I cut it short so it looks like the rest of his hair. So now you can see my Muppet's got two eyes. And I put it right on the heel of the sock. I think it makes a really nice place to put the eyes. So then when you get to hair, we're doing kind of the same thing. And I'll steal a piece of the hair that I cut out here for you. So I'm threading it through the needle again. I'm finding some place on his head that needs hair. Oh, and hopefully this isn't too dark for you. James is a fantastic cameraman trying to keep up with all my sudden jerky movements. So say I want a piece of hair right here. I pinch the sock between my fingers and I take the needle and I push it through again. And I pull the hair And I make sure I pull it out so now it's loose on both ends, just like the eyeball was. And then I just tie it in knots like I did for the eyeball. And as you can see, I did that all over his head, so he's covered with hair. So he's got eyes, he's got some moppy hair going on. And then with all of the rest of the felt you have, you can decorate him. And my phone is ringing. That means Heather's probably here. So I decide I'd like a tongue for him. So I cut myself out a tongue shape. Just like that. Looks like a big fat finger. And I take the glue, squeeze a whole bunch of it out, and then I just find it easier this way. I know where his mouth is, I know where my thumb is, so I can take the tongue and I can kind of smush it in there. And then I'll let the glue dry, so I'll have a tongue. And so you can make any shapes you want and do anything you want, but then you end up with a fantastic sock puppet with a gooey tongue that's not sticking. So I hope this is fun. I hope you guys like it. Bye!